Clear!
The Army Aviation Association of America, Quad A. For 50 years, Quad A has been the glue holding the Army aviation community together. Before the branch, before air assault, before air attack, there was Quad A. From a few hundred members in 1957 to almost 16,000 today, Quad A has become the strongest branch association in the Army. How did this happen? Back in the early 1950s, Art Keston started producing a mimeographed monthly newsletter and later a magazine with his wife Dottie for Army aviators worldwide. A fledgling Army aviation community needed information and informal lines of communication. Army Aviation magazine provided both.
Quad A gave the Army something that it badly needed. It gave an informal counterpart.
In early 1957, then Colonel Bob Williams and other senior officers came to Art with an idea to establish an Army Aviation Association to address the needs of Army aviators and to get their own flight pay insurance instead of getting it through the Air Force Association.
The perception was that the Army aviator was a flyboy. He was overpaid. He knew little or nothing about the ground combat. He had no credibility. I mean, it wasn't our vision, but it was, the need was there.
On 18 April 1957, the Army Aviation Association of America was incorporated in the state of Connecticut. Art and Dottie undertook all the administration for the fledgling association and set about converting the 3,500 magazine subscribers to new Quad A members.
Down came the word, we received your proposal, and they couldn't oppose it because we were going to publish it regardless of what they said. And we did, and flight pay was eventually equalized. And I think part of the reason it was because of the pressure Quad A put on. We put it in paper out in print, and it got someone off the hook.
Through the years, Quad A grew and prospered. The first convention took place in 1959 and featured an address by Senator McClellan, who established the first Quad A National Award, the Safety Award, in memory of his son, James H. McClellan. Today, the Quad A Awards program recognizes over 30 outstanding soldiers and units a year from all components and all ranks throughout the community, and includes our branch award, the Order of St. Michael, which is presented to hundreds of other soldiers each year, and the Order of Our Lady of Loretto, which recognizes outstanding effort by those supporting Army aviation. And it doesn't stop there. The Quad A-sponsored Army Aviation Hall of Fame recognizes outstanding achievements by aviation heroes throughout the years and includes to date 15 recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Always the voice of the Army aviation community, Quad A's influence from the earliest years of its existence has focused on the needs of our members. Whether it was going to the Secretary of the Army to address inequities in the flight status in the 1950s, or presenting a resolution directly to the Department of Defense to fight for warrant officers' flight pay equalization in the 1970s, or to today fighting for full aviation career incentive pay, or ACIP, for our National Guard and U.S. Army Reserve flight crews, Quad A has been there for you.
More so than ever,
Quad A represents the interest of the Army National Guard, the Reserve, and the active soldier, DA civilians, all of our contract support.
Now a member of the military coalition, we join more than 5.5 million members of other associations in fighting for quality of life issues for our soldiers and their families. In 1963, a separate, not-for-profit charity was established to specifically take care of the educational needs of our members' families, the Quad A Scholarship Foundation, Incorporated. Since its inception, this outstanding organization has presented more than $3 million to over 1,800 members and their families.
Our scholarship program is very unique because we serve in the entire community of the Army Aviation family. We serve the members, we serve the children, that is those who are going off to college for the first time. We serve our own members who desire to go to graduate school, young captains, warrant officers, sergeants who in fact desire to go on. We serve the spouses as well. It is that assortment of people that we serve that is far broader than the other scholarship programs offer.
So you had to go outside. Where did it basically have to come from? Industry. And industry did their job in terms of establishing scholarships in the industry's name and also just giving money.
As the early 90s arrived, we saw an increasing number of Army Aviation soldiers in harm's way, beginning with Desert Shield and Desert Storm. The numbers and lengths of the deployments continued increasing over the years to present day. Once again, Quad A stepped up to the critical task of supporting Army Aviation families waiting for the return of their loved ones by establishing a formal family support program.
Quad A recognizes that the family is the heart of our Army. Today, service members and their family members are being asked to endure hardships and make sacrifices as they face repeated deployments. We have initiated the Spouse Corner in Aviation magazine and professional sessions at the convention to help family members to share their experiences and to provide educational opportunities about military programs and the abundance of resources available. We will continue to build on this foundation as the legacy lives on.
This is what Quad A is all about, supporting the United States Army Aviation soldier and family. This is our mission statement and our standard against which everything we do is measured. Whether it is almost $100,000 a year donated to chapters for welcome home ceremonies and support of family readiness groups, to professional development symposiums on aircraft survivability equipment, unmanned aircraft systems, and product support, or to scholarships and awards recognizing the excellence of our Army Aviation branch personnel. Quad A is there for you.
Quad A was founded by visionary Army Aviation leaders. Over the years, this organization grew in numbers and influence as a result of the dedication and commitment of these talented volunteers. I thank them all for building an organization that is professionally focused, financially sound, and postured for the future. As I look to the future, I will not crystal ball the size, shape, or capability of Army Aviation. Technology will drive those changes. What I do see is that soldiers will continue to lead with boots on the ground, with Army Aviation in the air. I will also predict that Quad A will continue to be the only not-for-profit organization solely dedicated to supporting the United States Army Aviation soldier and family. Many of you starting out in Army Aviation today will be celebrating the 100th anniversary of this organization 50 years from now. The future is in your hands. Let the legacy live on.